Thank you.
I have some good news about your mini drama in the park. You know, those guys you hired to threaten Elizabeth?
I had nothing to do with that.
I already told you I'm on your side. If you don't trust me yet, that's fine. But I just thought you should know. I talked to Spinelli, as much as anyone really can talk to Spinelli. And as you know, he's a total computer genius, and he has no idea you were involved, which is great, because that means Jason probably hasn't figured it out yet either.
You know what, Maxie? You are making a lot of assumptions.
Well, you better hope that I'm right. If Jason does eventually find out, things will get really ugly.
Kids asleep?
Yeah, Cam wanted me to give you a kiss for her.
I'll go up in a minute. Looking out.
Emily came by.
Yeah, how's she doing?
She's doing great. It's nice to see her. We should try to get together with her and Nicholas. You know, whenever.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sonny came by as well.
Did he know something about those men who stopped you in the park?
No, he didn't say anything. But I did tell him that I don't want to see Jason anymore. And that was it, and then he left. So I don't expect either one of them to be coming back.
Is that supposed to make everything better?
Are you trying to fight with me? Because I'm cutting ties with Jason. Isn't that what you want?
Not if you're going to act like this.
I'm just telling you what happened. And then I'm not going to see Jason anymore.
I'm following up on the incident in the park yesterday. Some thugs that confronted Elizabeth.
Well, you should be out looking for the evildoers, not harassing Stone Cold.
It's your new bodyguard.
Stone Cold has nothing to say to you. Be gone.
Elizabeth must have been terrified. Just her and her 2 young children.
Away with you!
Elizabeth claims that she has no idea what these thugs wanted. Of course, she was probably covering for you again.
Flee, DA of Darkness, flee, while you still can flee.
Are you afraid she remembered something and told me, Rick?
Why would I be afraid?
You will rue this day. And soon.
I'm not afraid of you, Jason.
Proceed at your own peril, DA of Darkness, preferably in the opposite direction. And may I give you a little advice? You might want to move down a level, maybe 2 levels, so your skill set is more fitting to this.
Threatening me, Mr. Spinelli. You are a citizen and a witness, so you might want...
Hey, Rick, if you're after me, have the guts to come after me. Why are you bothering Jason?
The DA of Darkness seeks information when he should be...
He knows all about your declaration of war against me. You don't need to repeat it to him in person.
I'm here on official business.
No, I think you're afraid, so you'll make up any reason to harass him.
No, Elizabeth was terrorized by one of Jason's enemies.
Well, then you know who did it, so it's lovely.
The timing was very interesting, though. It happened right after Elizabeth ran into your arms on the evening news. I mean, not that you haven't been doing her all alone.
Be gone, Sith Lord! May you be vaporized in an energy coil!
I'm just trying to move in on your territory, Sonny. That's what this is all about. And when they retaliate, I'm going to be there.
Flee to your dastardly dungeon of despair.
Oh, and by the way, Kate Howard's going to be rotting in the county jail for about 6 months at least. Thanks to you. Have a good night.
You all right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Sith Lord, Dungeon Dragons, what's wrong with you?
Metaphors.
Huh?
Go upstairs, Spinelli.
Kid, it just gets weirder and weirder.
You may have found a license plate of the people who may have threatened Elizabeth. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. If Rick is involved, he's gonna be face to face with Alcazar at the bottom of the harbor.
Just can't be sure that Rick is involved.
Rick is obsessed with Elizabeth. He can't stand the thought of Elizabeth caring about me. He's out for revenge.
Maybe.
Okay, look, I know it's your brother. You want to protect him,
No, it has
but
nothing
not
to
this
do
time.
with him being my brother. The person I want to protect here is you, and I think you're looking for a scapegoat.
Well, Elizabeth
here.
wouldn't be the first woman that Rick threatened. Remember what happened to Carly?
Yeah, I do. But you've just been cut off from your only child. You're angry. And you want to make somebody a target, and Rick's easier than Elizabeth.
Okay, I'm angry because Elizabeth and her children were threatened. And the men who did it said it was because of me. I don't run the business. All of our enemies know that. It doesn't make any sense that someone would want leverage on me. This is personal. And the person who hates me most is Rick.
Okay, like I said before, you just gave up your only child, and mostly because Elizabeth doesn't have the courage to accept how you live. You're not thinking clearly. I get that. But that gives Rick the advantage. How many times have you told me? 1,000,000 times? Don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Leaves you vulnerable. And it makes you a target for anybody who wants to hurt you.
Jason has a lot of enemies. Any one of them could have seen the news footage of Elizabeth running into his arms.
That hadn't hurt.
No, not really. I was just more astonished that Elizabeth could be so self-centered. I mean, she had just admitted in court to having sex with him, and then she runs into his arms in front of a bunch of reporters when she's supposedly married to Lucky.
I know exactly what you're up against with Elizabeth. Everybody thinks she can do no wrong.
Well, not so much anymore.
I would love to see Elizabeth fall off her pedestal. I'd also love to see Lulu fall right next to her.
Lulu? She's not giving you grief, is she?
For now, but I'm about to turn the tables. I got this total slime, Logan Hayes, to agree to do a number on her, get her into bed, then dump her, break her heart, make her look like a fool, but I had to agree to sleep with him for him to do the deed.
Maxie, trust me, please don't. If you're thinking about it, don't use sex as revenge. It never works, ever. It always winds up being a big mistake, okay?
Because if you get caught, people call you a slut, and eventually you start to believe it?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, well, at this point, I don't really care if anyone judges me. If I am a slut, I'm going to be the slut who ruined Lulu's perfect life, and that's going to feel good.
Okay, I guess that's the point.
Spend time?
No, I was just leaving, and I'm always happy to drop off stuff from the boutique for you. It's never a problem.
Thanks for the coffee. Come in. I wasn't expecting to see you. Well, did you find me a bodyguard?
Stone Cold?
What?
It is I, the grasshopper.
I know who you are.
Is Mr. Clintoster still here?
No, he's not. Quit whispering.
Okay. All's good. Great.
Did you trace the car?
Nothing can elude the jackal.
What'd you find?
Just name, phone, latest known address of one of the potential predators.
Okay. All right, I want you to give me the address. All right? Hi. I'm gonna get some answers.
It's obvious you need a bodyguard. And after the way you stepped up with Elizabeth and the boys, it should be me.
I thought it through, and I think I actually decided that my bodyguard should be anybody but you.
Why?
Why? You and Elizabeth are trying to work things out, and the last thing she wants is you hanging around with me.
It's the second job Ed saw, all cops moonlight.
She's not going to see it that way.
It's not her call.
I am willing to pay top dollar.
And it's very generous.
I can't really take any credit for it. I'm going to bill it to the show. Let Amelia and the show pay for my protection.
Well, I might as well start now.